If you're watching this, you're probably facing the same question a lot of homeowners ask when remodeling or upgrading. Is this Empava 36-inch induction cooktop actually a smart investment? Or is it one of those high-tech appliances that looks amazing but becomes a headache once it's installed? That's a valid concern, because while induction promises faster cooking, cleaner surfaces, and better energy efficiency, not all induction cooktops deliver on that promise. Some have confusing controls, noisy fans, or even safety quirks that only show up once you've been using it for a while. In this video, I'm going to walk you through what this Empava model really offers, not just in features, but in day-to-day practicality. We'll talk about how the bridge function works in real cooking scenarios, whether the booster is actually as fast as they claim, and the truth about its glass surface. Is it durable, or is it just another scratch waiting to happen? It's packed with smart features: 5 cooking zones, touch slider control, child lock, auto pan detection, and a pause button that lets you stop and resume your cooking with a single touch. But there are some surprising user complaints that might make you think twice, especially when it comes to how the controls behave during use. If you just want to check out the specs or see the exact model, I've placed a link in the description and also pinned it in the comments. But don't jump there yet, because in the next section, we're breaking down the build, the surface material, and why design might be the reason this cooktop either works beautifully for you or doesn't. At first glance, the design really is stunning. The black glass ceramic surface has a clean, modern finish that blends easily into most kitchens, especially if you're going for that seamless, high-end look. It's only about 2 inches thick, which means it sits nearly flush when installed in a cutout. But the surface isn't just about looks. Empava uses a vitro-ceramic glass that's more resistant to heat cracks and scratches than cheaper models. That's important if you're cooking daily or using heavy cookware. Cleanup is simple. A damp cloth usually does the trick, since the surface doesn't get hot outside the pan area. That's a real plus if you've dealt with burnt-on food before. That said, here's where the first point of attention comes in. Because it's all glass and fully touch-controlled, any moisture, grease, or crumbs can cause the panel to act up. Some users reported issues with controls becoming unresponsive or beeping randomly, which can be frustrating mid-cook. The layout features 5 burners, including a large center zone and 2 that can be bridged for griddles or larger pans. It's a clever design if you often cook for family or meal prep in bulk. And even though it looks professional, this cooktop is clearly built for the home kitchen. Compact enough to fit a standard 36-inch space, but flexible enough for serious cooking routines. The standout feature for most home cooks is the power booster. Need to boil a full pot of water for pasta on a weeknight? With this function, you're looking at a serious time saver. We're talking boiling in just a couple of minutes, not 10. That's something traditional electric burners just can't match. Another useful touch is the pause and resume function. Say the doorbell rings or the kids need something. You can hit pause, and all the cooking zones stop instantly. Then, resume exactly where you left off. It's a small feature that makes a big difference in real life. The bridge function is also smartly designed. If you cook with griddles or large roasting pans, combining 2 burners into one seamless zone gives you more flexibility, perfect for Sunday breakfasts or holiday prep. But here's the part you should really know. The touch controls can be overly sensitive. Even a damp rag nearby can trigger random beeping or lock the panel. And while the auto pan detection is helpful, turning off burners if there's no pot, some users reported the system struggling with smaller pans or lighter cookware, especially if it's not perfectly centered. So yes, the performance is impressive, but there's a learning curve. If you're switching from gas or old-school electric, expect to spend a few days adjusting. First off, cleaning is one of its biggest strengths. Because induction heats the pan, not the surface, spills don't get baked on like they do with gas or electric coils. A quick wipe with a damp cloth after cooking, and the glass stays looking showroom new. No heavy scrubbing, no burnt-on sauces. The glass ceramic surface also cools down quickly, and the built-in hot surface indicator lets you know when it's safe to touch. A nice safety touch, especially if you have kids around. But here's a realistic heads-up. That same sleek surface shows smudges and fingerprints easily. And because it's all touch sensitive, even a splash of water can cause the control panel to beep or freeze temporarily. It's not a deal breaker, but it does mean you'll want to keep the area clean and dry while cooking. On the usability side, the slider controls are intuitive once you get the hang of them. Just slide your finger to raise or lower the heat, and the child lock is useful, but some users mentioned accidentally triggering it mid-cook, which adds to the importance of understanding the controls early on. As for installation and maintenance, it's designed for a standard 36-inch cutout, and most users found the setup straightforward with the included kit. But always double-check your wiring. It's a high-wattage unit that needs proper grounding. So, is the Empava 36-inch induction cooktop worth it? If you're looking for a modern, efficient cooktop that heats fast, cleans easily, and brings smart features like pause, booster, and bridge zones into your daily routine, this unit delivers. It's not just an appliance, it's a serious upgrade for anyone who cooks often and wants more control. That said, it's not for everyone. If you're sensitive to noise or want completely foolproof touch controls, there are a few quirks to consider. Still, for under $500, it's a strong contender. If this review helped you, hit like, subscribe for more honest kitchen tech breakdowns, and tell me in the comments, what's the one feature your current cooktop is missing? Link to the product is below, but only click if this really sounds like the right fit for your kitchen. See you in the next one.